At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Mike Rowe, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright. Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do. And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
How do you see the world?
Ha! At Shriners Hospitals for Children, we know that changing how you see things can turn them into everyday miracles.
Like riding my bike.
Breaking boards. Ha! Hugging my mom.
Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? that you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Eudora Parks and Recreation is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. Their goal is to provide recreational opportunities for the community of Eudora that will enhance and promote a healthy lifestyle for all ages. The Eudora Parks and Recreation Department gives Eudora residents and others from surrounding communities the opportunity for family-oriented activities. Visit their website at eudoraparksandrec.org to view their youth and adult programs, leagues.
Hello everybody, welcome in here to Eudora District Stadium as we are set for a soccer match here today between the Eudora Cardinals and the Chanute Blue Comets. They are running through the starting lineups here for the Cardinals. Mason Harding, Matusz Brzozowski, Alberto Vergiati, who has 4 goals on the year. Max Morford, the senior, gets a start.
Junior
Cameron Kane, the junior, who has a goal on the year.
Number 10, senior
Braden Hayes, who has been scoring constantly lately, up to 8 goals on the year. The senior.
Number 16, sophomore Jude Whalen.
Trenton Reidinger and Jude Whalen, who has 5 goals on the year. Beckham Erpelding, who has a goal and an assist.
Senior Cameron Daniels. And in goal for Eudora,
Cameron Daniels.
Senior number 13, Nate Steinlage.
And the goalkeeper, Nate Steinlage. We've been familiar with his name as the kicker as well for the football team.
Coaches Dylan Mather, Nate Gomez, and Justin Tumberlin. And head coaches for Chanute, Ad Wilcox. Assistant coach James
So we will get
Reese.
going here now on the Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show. They're not just your bank, they're your neighbors. Kaw Valley State Bank is proud to serve the Eudora community and proud to support Cardinal Athletics. For more information, visit their website, kawvalleystatebank.com, as we're getting to the national anthem here. As you can see, very little wind here at Eudora District Stadium, as it is 81 degrees here for kickoff, but it is going to only get cooler as the sun will set soon here tonight, and it'll drop from 81. It could get as low as 65 by the end of this match, so it'll be a nice, cool game here. Cardinals come in 10-4, though they have lost their last 2 matches, so it's been a good year, but they have struggled in their previous 2 games. They lost to DeSoto and then were shut out against Spring Hill. They have last kept a clean sheet on the 3rd of October, so that was 19 days ago, almost 3 weeks that they last shut out an opponent. The Chanute Blue Comets have been shut out 5 times this season and are coming in off of a loss against the Independence Bulldogs. They were spared the journey, though, to nearly Oklahoma as they instead hosted the Bulldogs. Cardinals come in with 28 goals scored this year. They have allowed 20. Meanwhile, Chanute have allowed more than they've scored. They have scored 38 and had 43 scored against them. Their starting lineup here today, we go through quickly before we get to kickoff. Keaton Baker, Tate Matlock, Lawrence Cheney, Max Hendrickson, Eli Uner, Ethan Burnett, Crew Fulmer, Daniel Stanley, Warwick Olson, and Anthony Rodriguez starts in goal. So we are ready to get going here. This kickoff is going to be brought to you by Main Street Scoops and Sweets. Main Street Scoops and Sweets offers premium Wisconsin-made ice cream from an in-house bakery with a variety of delicious baked goods. It's always ice cream time at Main Street Scoops and Sweets, and it is nearly soccer time here in Eudora District Stadium. One team having an undeniably better year than the other, though the Cardinals dropped their last 2, doubled their loss tally on the year, fell from 10-2 to 10-4. They will be looking to get back in the win column here today against an obviously weaker side, though no pushover, these Chanute Blue Comets. Your cards are wearing black. Chanute is the team in white going left to right. And an early attempt here to try and get on the attack, and it's going to work. Just for a moment there, Eli Uner was able to catch up to it, but Cameron Daniels able to control the situation. And now a chance for Hayes to try and set up an attack. I mentioned in the pregame, Hayes has been scoring like crazy. 5 goals over his last 5 games. He has jumped up from 3 goals on the year to 8, which goes along with his 9 assists. He has absolutely been the talisman of this offense for the Cards. Has surged into the team lead for goals. Sitting in second, Jude Whalen with 5, and then Alberto Vergiati with 4. It's going to be Hayden Harves and Reed McAvoy here with you on the call today. And we will get our first foul of the day in favor of the Cardinals, which means Hayes will want to move quickly here, trying to pick out a teammate in the area. And oh my word, off the left post. It found the head of Beckham Erpelding, and the flag will come up for offsides, which will maybe spare Erpelding some blushes there, as that was a pretty open goal. It was a very creative play by Braden Hayes to move quickly. Defense wasn't set. Really, neither were his teammates, as evidenced by Erpelding being caught offside.
That one was dangerous for sure.
An early chance, though, for the Cards. Maybe just a warning shot, as in the end the chance would not have counted. But just showing what they're capable of. Hayes dangerous from set pieces, of course. We saw last time that we got to call Eudora soccer, he scored from a free kick. It was undeniably wind assisted, but still a free kick goal nonetheless.
Oh yeah, I guess that was the last soccer broadcast we did, wasn't it? Was that wind bowl of a night we had here at Eudora District Stadium. That was a fun one.
Hayes pummels that one off the back of Lawrence Cheney. But then the situation will be cleaned up by Cameron Kane. Steinlage in goal here tonight. Has 5 clean sheets on the year, but I mentioned Cardinals haven't kept one for almost 3 weeks. He'll be looking to shut out this Blue Comet offense, though they are going to take a shot here, and Steinlage able to get that one easily. Neither team has won their previous 2 matches. Chanute, though, was able to at least work a draw. Hayes plays a backheel pass here for Vergiati, and then he could not find Morford. Hayes showing some creativity here early and some freedom, you could say. He seems very, like he's having a lot of fun out there, which is an important part of leading an offense, having creativity and the skills to pull it off, which Hayes absolutely does.
He's certainly loose today as well.
Yeah, with 17 goal contributions. He doesn't, his stats precede him. Here's going to be a first set piece the other way, right near the 50-yard line. Chanute also taking this one somewhat quickly, trying to catch the Cardinals defense napping, and it's going to work, at least for the moment. Gets through on that far side, but Brzozowski, for the moment, comes away with it. And now a great play by Reidinger to get in there and make sure the danger is cleared. No one to be found there. Instead, Ethan Burnett for Chanute. Puts it out for a Cardinals throw-in. Early on here, looking at the formations for the Cardinals. Looks like it's a 4-3-3, you could say. Another free kick here will go the way of Chanute. Hayes seems to be in a sort of a false 9, so that means he's able to drop between being a third attacker and a fourth midfielder that turns midfield into attack. And here Hayes will try to get involved and will force a throw for Chanute. Meanwhile, they appear to also be working with a 4-3-3, do Chanute. But of course, formations are very fluid depending on if you do or do not have the ball. Teams will drop extra players back when they are in defensive mode and push extra players forward when they have the ball at their feet, as the Cardinals now have 3 in front of Vergiati, but he could not find Hayes. It'll come back to him, though, and he sends Hayes through. Hayes has Morford in the middle in support. Hayes is going to take it himself, and he's going to score. Make it 6 in 6 for Braden Hayes, his 9th goal of the year. Vergiati gets his 2nd assist as well. Cardinals take an early lead through their star, Braden Hayes.
And what a start as well. Quick start, a little bit of back and forth early on, but the Cards, that one, I'd say he was past what looks to us about the 30-yard line going towards the goal, and you felt like he had all the room in the world to make that one work. A great setup, great assist, and a great shot.
So number 10 scores in the 10th minute of the match. Early lead for the Cards. Great pass by the Italian Vergiati, sending Braden Hayes through. And his next goal now will send him into double digits here in his senior year. He has 9 goals and 9 assists. What a year for the senior.
Just phenomenal.
Run it. Could be another chance here. Running on goal, Vergiati, can he catch up to this one? Poked free, and a great sliding challenge by Rodriguez, who then clears it away. Well done there by the senior goalkeeper. Still in possession of the Cardinals, though. Trying to potentially get a 1-2 punch here is Erpelding. Still Erpelding, dribbling in, and cleared away only as far as Vergiati, who could not get an opportunity to shoot. Cardinals applying the pressure. Sometimes it's said that you're most vulnerable after you have just scored, which has proven to be true many a time, but Cardinals operating under the theory that maybe the Blue Comets will be taken aback by the goal as they are applying extra pressure here towards Vergiati. Actually, more for Morford. And then could not connect. Still in possession, though. Erpelding. Morford. And no one on the end of that pass. Chanute trying to get it away without conceding a corner. Shouldered by Jude Whalen, and they'll end up calling a hand. It is clean to play it with your shoulder, which it sort of looked like that was more shoulder than hand, but once you get beyond if you were wearing a short sleeve shirt, if it gets beyond where that sleeve would end, that becomes a handball, more like an arm ball at that point. But
I see what you mean, though. I mean, you're certainly going to look past the shoulder at that point.
Vergiati in behind on the right side. Wants to shoot. Rolls over. Does shoot. Deflected. The Italian looking to try and add a goal to the day in which he already has an assist. And we saw, of course, last time that we got to call a game, he scored. I incorrectly originally credited it to Max Morford, but it was actually Vergiati that got the goal. Hayes going for something a little too fancy on that occasion. A shot here, and could not wrap his foot around it, Jude Whalen. 5 goals on the year, though, so definitely capable of something like that. First substitution here today, Chanute will put Logan Bilby into the game. Well, in place of, to be determined, in place of Ethan Burnett. So the sophomore takes the place of the senior. Early on, it was pretty back and forth for those first few minutes. Cardinals got the goal a little bit out of nowhere, and they have dominated the run of play since. Would love to add a second goal, get some extra comfort. Here's Hayes. Sending Morford through. Crossed in. And still bouncing around, and then good job to get that one cleared. And now here's a counter chance for Chanute. Cardinals caught with a lot of players up and around the attacking area, but it goes out for a Cardinals throw. Hayes, could he be through again? Rodriguez racing out of his goal, and he will get there first. Good goalkeeping, controlling the area. Daniels. Harding gets past the defender. Vergiati's going to get to this one for Morford, and rolls wide. Did it take a touch even? No, goal kick, so Morford just pulled that one wide of Rodriguez's goal. Despite giving up the early goal here, I think Rodriguez has done a pretty solid job through these first 15 minutes.
Yes. Well, and like you said earlier, sometimes the most vulnerable you are is right after a goal, and I really like the Cardinals' approach. Kind of relying on that offense is the best defense tactic so far.
And now even just slowing the game down a bit. It's just something that you're free to do when you have the lead, though you want to be. And here's a chance for Morford. Hold that thought. And this time, Max Morford has scored his first of the year. And this time, I'm sure. That'll
this
make
time,
it
I'm sure.
2-0 for the Cards.
Already a fast start, a hot start. Sun's starting to settle down, the light show going as well.
And who else gets the assist? Hayes puts him into double digits in the assists column. It is a first goal of the year for Morford. Cards are up to 2, and then they make a few different substitutions into the game. Came Gabe Campbell, Caden Dunback, Jason Diddy, Ethan Music, and Austin Moffitt. Chanute now trying to push forward to continue to throw out soccer cliches. They do also say that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in sports, they will say. That's because sometimes you'll concede and then not be worried. And meanwhile, the other team is getting the momentum going. So Chanute will need to, they'll be hoping to score. You don't want to go into the break down multiple goals, but we're 29 minutes out from the break. It's only been 15 or 16 minutes, and it's already 2-0 for the Cards. Here's a chance for Harding. Rodriguez will get there first. They've scored in the 10th and 15th minute through Hayes and Morford. Sliding tackle will not connect. Going all on his own here, Eli Uner. Tries to get past Daniels. And Moffitt will get in the way. Chanute now pushing more players forward as they might feel a bit of a sense of urgency here so early on already. And that means that they've been left a little bit vulnerable at the back. Here's Harding. Dribbling towards the left corner flag. Cuts in. And solid defending to let that one roll out for a goal kick. So trailing 2-0 early. Chanute, they've been shut out many occasions this season, 5 times. But Steinlugge has not been able to keep a clean sheet for almost 3 weeks. What do you think the Chanute mentality is now down 2 early on?
Well, of course, the mentality down 2 early is never phenomenal, but like you said, this is considered far from a safe lead for the Cards. And if they're 3 weeks out from holding a clean sheet, nearly 3 weeks, it's not a bad team to have the mentality against of let's go get aggressive, let's see if we can even this thing up. Of course, so early into the game in that 2-0 deficit.
Cards going to get our first corner kick here today.
Braden Hayes taking the corner.
Hayes is going to be the one to take. You're good, don't worry about it. Already has an assist today, which put him up to 10. Could he get another? Cardinals with 7 players in the box. And this one goes all the way through. Never really had a chance of finding anybody. And that one rolled out of play. Subbing into the game, Jose Rivera for the Cards. Hey, do you know who their number 2 is for Chanute? I don't have one. Here's a chance for the Cards again, dribbling down the right side, played towards Harding, and Rodriguez gets a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. It's 3. Harding with his 3rd of the year, Cardinals' 3rd of the game. Harding.
Mason Harding with the goal. Assist Austin Moffitt.
Austin Moffitt gets the assist. That puts him with a goal and an assist on the year. This time, the 20th minute of the match. So they've scored the 10th, the 15th, the 20th. And it is 3-0 Cards.
The crowd right in front of us, voicing all kinds of approval. Flag flying, fans are chanting all kinds of excitement down here in front of us.
Yes, they are recreating the chants of the Sporting KC Cauldron. They say, we want another one just like the other one. We want, insert amount of goals +1. So it's up to we want 4 already here so early in the game. Definitely not the matchup that this seemed like it would be on paper. It did seem to favor the Cardinals, certainly. But Chanute with a winning record at 7-6-1. Definitely not a pushover, though the Cardinals have had no resistance so far.
Let's also keep in mind how early it is, as you voiced earlier. Far from panic mode at this point.
Yeah, but when it gets to 3, that's
a lot.
That's a tough spot. Yeah, that's a lot of work that you have to do. And the Cardinals, with so much time left, they don't even have to think about slowing this game down. They can instead continue to push forward, try to create more, as Hayes does here, but Rodriguez patrolling the area well.
As you mentioned earlier, 3 goals given up on the stat sheet, but Rodriguez really playing quite well at that goal spot all around. Of course, you never want to give up goals. But
he's been left in some tough spots by his defense. Goalkeepers are supposed to be that last line, and it's been too easy so far.
It's kind of been treated as the first line a couple of times.
Yeah, for the Cardinals to get all the way to that last line of defense. This one's going to go over the head of Cameron Kane, who smartly plays back to Steinlage. Plays this one on the ground. Nice leave to get it to Ethan Music. Music for Hayes. Hayes might cut in and shoot here. He will. And blocked.
Great block.
Rivera going to get tackled, but he will win it right back. Back and forth. Cards come away with it. Going on his own again, Eli Uner. He did this earlier and was able to get pretty far, but this time Cameron Daniels shuts that down. So 3-0 here already. In a game we thought would be somewhat close. Cards with, I mean, it's almost getting to the point where it feels like the job's somewhat done, which is a dangerous thing to say. But
it's never a good feeling this early for the Blue Comets.
3 goals, yeah, definitely a tough spot for the Comets, who early, those first 5 minutes, were right in it, and they still are here as a shooting chance. Steinlage will get his hands on that one, his second save of the game.
But yeah, you're right. In those first couple of minutes, it was so back and forth and tight, and as soon as that first goal from the Cards, it has been close to domination since then.
It is fascinating how goals can change games. Brings one team to life, shuts the other one down, and sometimes it can be the other way. Sometimes a team can score, and then that brings the other team to life. But that has not been the case here. The Cardinals, they got a taste for the blood in the water, and they have been going back for more.
The sharks of this match, per se.
Yeah. Chanute trying to maintain possession, but will not be able to do so. They'll get it right back, though. Lose it again. Unable to connect a couple passes together, try and transition from midfield to attack. It's basically their only 2 chances so far have come from Uner going all on his own. Here, though, is Logan Bilby, the substitute here. And Daniels will bring that one all the way back to Steinlage, the senior and captain. For Hayes again. Gets past his defender. It's now Hayes and Diddy. Instead, he plays for Harding. And Harding splits the uprights. That's not what you want to do around here.
Right field, wrong sport.
Now a double change for the Cards. Erpelding and Andrews will step into the match. Looking to see who is coming out. Takes the place of Cameron Daniels in defense. And it looks like Hayes is the one stepping off for the time being. He's been very busy so far, so Coach Erpelding will grab him a breather. Harding's going to get to this one first. Cuts in. Looking to cross, does. And the defender was able to get enough of a touch to stop that from finding a Cardinal in the box. And now here's going to be a chance for Chanute. 2 against 2. Poor touch there. Gives Rivera a bit of an inroads. And now the Comet counter has to slow down. Rivera slides in there, and Steinlage not going to be allowed to pick that one up, or no. Instead, it goes out for a corner. First Chanute corner here today. Yes.
Corner, Lawrence.
Going to be taken by the sophomore Lawrence Cheney. First, though, well, I was going to say first some subs will enter the game, but never mind. Was yelled out from the touchline. So Chanute loading up the box. All but one player forward here, and it's a good cross. Steinlage rises to it first. It's still in the area, and there will be a foul committed on Steinlage. So the goalkeeper will be able to clear his area, and he sees Music in a lot of space. Music not passing because he saw his teammate was offsides. Instead looks towards Moffitt, but it just bends a little bit too close to Rodriguez. Harding was trying to assist Music in that attack, but was positioning himself offsides almost the entire time.
Good awareness by Music to not take that shot as well.
Right. Now a shot, and this one dragged too near, to far of the near post, excuse me.
Far or near. It's close enough.
16, 640. 4 changes for the Cards. Coming in, Henry Pratt. Max Morford steps back into the match. Trenton Reidinger and Jude Whalen. Most way through the first half. Cards have dominated on the scoreboard. Of course, have controlled the run of play as well, though lately both sides really struggling to get anything actually together. Clean play there from Rivera. Cards, though, undeniably have looked the more likely team to find the next goal in this match. Here's a great ball for Morford. Right back on the field. Will he score again? He takes that shot and sends it too far high.
Great opportunity, though. Henry, you'd know a little better than I would, but what does that potentially do for the momentum of the Cards if they've controlled the run of play for so long, and now Chanute's starting to build a little bit of momentum here? If they're able to maintain that, you think that puts a ding in the Cardinals or not quite?
It could a bit, but these Cards have been producing these chances. As another one potentially here. This one go behind for a goal kick. But we've talked about it before. When you have the run of play, what you have to do is do something with it. And the Cardinals, they can say mission accomplished, check that one off. To turn it into 3 goals is very well done. The first one really came without either side having run of play, and then the next 2 came from Cardinals domination, which they turned into those 2 goals. And so I already said it. I know it's always a dangerous thing to say, but this really sort of feels a bit like job done for the Cardinals. It would
just maintain from here on out.
Yes, this is a great performance, and they have shown no slowing down, which is a compliment to them. They want to add on to this and make sure that they come away with this, because it's not impossible for 3 goals, especially with how much time we have left in this game. But it has been all Cardinals, and that chance stopped before it really got to develop by Daniel Stanley. But yeah, I think that even if Chanute starts to take some of that run of play, the 3 goals, Cardinals have to feel really good about that. Though Steinlage, will be wanting to keep that clean sheet, get another one, get his 6th on the year. And if for some reason that were to not happen, I imagine that the captain would wake up his team and say, "Come on, guys! If they concede 1, which gives Chanute some life, I imagine Steinlage would rip the heads off of the nearest defenders." And say that we are going to lock in for the rest of this match. 1 sub for Chanute. Jack Fickle comes in for Caleb Cope. One junior replaces another. Hawken Andrews. Music takes a shot there from an ambitious angle. Rodriguez gets to that one at the near post.
Ambitious might be a generous word for that one.
Another ball through towards Music and Morford. Here's Morford. And great play by Kane to stop what would have otherwise been a Chanute counter. Music sends that one again towards Rodriguez's goal. Whether shot or cross, no trouble for the goalkeeper. So 15 minutes left. Cardinals had 2 goals in the first 15 here. They now have 3 subs waiting in the wings. Steinlage will come meet this one around the 20-yard line and sends it long. Great touch from Jason Diddy. Towards Morford. He's going to get there, but so did Rodriguez, still alive. Rivera wants to shoot, does, it's not bad, but high over the crossbar. Sometimes those long shots can catch goalkeepers off guard, and even though it gives them so much time to look it into their hands, if you place it perfectly, there's nothing they can do about it.
Right.
Triple sub for the Cards, coming back in Brzezowski and Vergiati, and also Caden Dunback getting into the game. Rising up to meet that one in the air, Jude Whalen. Now Vergiati. In for Dunback. What a save, Rodriguez. Dunback on his left foot was looking for a second goal, and now in goal, Rodriguez is down hurt. He's been very busy so far today. We've been singing his praises despite the scoreline, but he was slow to get up. Seems like he might be okay, as he will get prepared now for the Cardinals' corner kick.
Speaking of singing praises, once again, really good job to keep that one out, keep the Cards from extending this lead to 4.
It's going to be Beckham Erpelding to take this corner kick. Sent in a little bit too high. Vergiati was able to get ahead to it, but couldn't do anything with it. Rodriguez not taking this goal kick. Instead letting his defender take the honors. Didn't do much better though. Found a Cardinals player who tries to get it to Vergiati, who stumbles over the top of Rodriguez. He comes away a little bit upset. Was hoping there could be some sort of call in there, but it seemed to be all clean. Good to see that he's all right as well. So that was quite the high-speed collision.
Certainly wasn't slow.
Shot there blocked from Trenton Reidinger. And Rodriguez. So Cardinals have definitely taken a hold of the run of play once again. As all day long, Chanute really have been unable to get anything with a team effort. There have been a couple of players going on their own,
plays. Yep.
Which that's been a strong part of the Cardinals' performance here today on offense. Is here Vergiati wants to do it on his own, takes the shot, and what a save, getting down to his right, Rodriguez. There have been a lot of chances like that for Chanute, but they have not been nearly as dangerous looking, and they would like to get together as a team so that when a player like Vergiati is running down the wing, it's for them that's been Eli Uner mainly. He has teammates in the middle, someone he can send it into to try and finish that opportunity. Here's this corner taken short. Erpelding wants to shoot. Not bad off the football uprights.
Oh, so close.
Cardinals have been taking some longer shots as this game has gone on. They're feeling more comfortable with their lead, which that is something that that is a good thing to be doing. It can seem a little bit questionable because sometimes those shots are really hard to keep down, especially the longer and longer away you get that you're shooting from. As a sub here for the Cards coming in, Gabe Campbell. But when you can do that, it makes it so that the defense, they never feel safe. They feel like they need to press forward because they never want to be allowing shots on goal no matter where from, because that's a chance of getting conceded on. And so that they'll want to push more forward, which leaves them more open at the back, and the Cardinals can just tear them apart. So it is not a bad idea to be taking those long shots when the opportunity presents itself. You don't want to force it, but if you see a good angle, do not miss the chance to shoot. Here is a shooting chance. Another great save by Rodriguez. Was first to that ball off the foot of Campbell.
Man. Well, when you're talking about dedicating defenders to the front or the back during a run of play, that also just emphasizes how much freedom it's allocating to this Cardinals team with Elite. They're able to take advantage of those little formation changes so much.
Well, and all day, the Cardinals have been able to send their attackers free running behind the back line, which that's difficult to do in terms of staying on sides, and they have had very little difficulty doing so far. You would expect either the two things that you would want to do is either for Chanute, push further forward to make it harder, or drop further back and just stop letting them get behind the defense. They really have not made any adjustment, and the Cardinals just keep getting in behind and taking shots on Rodriguez, and he can only do so much back there.
Which in this case, it would be the Cards' advantage to try to get as many goals as they can before that adjustment gets made.
Yeah, and so I would want to see Chanute drop further back and just keep everything in front of them defensively. Of course, on the attack, they want to be pushing more forward. Speaking of attack, Braden Hayes will come in along with Mason Harding, both players having a goal to their name in this match. But I would expect, or hope is the word, hope to see Chanute make that adjustment, read what is going on here, because this Cardinals attack has a lot of quick players, and really what it is it's smart players playing really technical passes that are extremely difficult, and they are pulling them off with little problem. And so they need to make an adjustment, as it's almost too late already, but with so much time left, never consider it to be too late. Hayes wants to shoot. Not bad. It's the second time the Cards have struck the football uprights. Hayes, that one was crazy. He reached back to get to that one, which did actually end up meaning it came off at a lower angle and nearly was able to wrap his foot around that one enough to get through Rodriguez. Cameron Daniels will come back into this match, taking the spot of Hawken Andrews. 8 minutes left here before the halftime break. Hayes nearly intercepted the goal kick. And the Cardinals do have the ball back, but no, this is going to be a Cardinals free kick. Hayes moving quickly. He might look to shoot. No. Now thinks better of it. And also I think the referee told him to back it up a little bit.
Perhaps a little wiser and not take that kick.
Hayes still somewhat with body language that might suggest he's poised to shoot here. And he does take it on. Driven low. Rodriguez, wow, great job to keep his eye on the ball there through the crowd and be the first one to that.
That was about as crowded as that goal could get, and he did a phenomenal job keeping his eye on that ball.
Here's a ball played by Whalen. Harding wanted to get it back to Hayes, but instead it comes back to Harding. Played in, Whalen! And he puts it away into the side netting. It is a fourth for the Cards. Jude Whalen with his 6th on the year. Assisted by Mason Harding, who now has a goal and an assist. It is 4-0 Cards.
Assist by Mason Harding.
And as the sun sets, that light show gets a little bit cooler. Lighting up Eudora District Stadium is now a 4-0 lead for the Cards. Flag being trotted across the front bleachers once again.
So we'll soon get that. We want another one, just like the other one. We want 5 from the Cardinal supporters here. And how about that? The Cardinals pushing on.
We want 5.
And that one allowed to roll out of play by the Chanute attacker. Cardinals' biggest win was 8-0 over Paola earlier this season. Harding, could he get another? No, as he will be flagged for offside. The biggest loss for Chanute, same scoreline, 8-0. It's happened to them twice, most recently against Lewisburg. They've also won 8-0.
See, I believe I saw an 8-0 victory,
over Parsons, the Vikings. Not able to get that one away from Jason Diddy. Now Hayes.
Go, Diddy. Get there off
Plays for
there.
Moffitt.
Left.
And he shoots it on the ground. Not enough power behind that one. But the Cardinals continue to pour it on here. Shot after shot, chance after chance. Calling Rodriguez into action over and over. Here, though, Rodriguez has set up his team in the attack. A cross in. And no one there. There was no one there for either side. There were no Cardinals defenders in the box as Lawrence Cheney was able to send in that cross pretty much unmatched or undefended. Rodriguez's drop kick went all the way down the field to the, you could say, opposing end zone, because that would be correct. So a first crossing chance, you'd say, for Chanute. But again, no one there. That's what we've talked about. It's been those individual efforts. That one was not so much of an individual effort as Cheney just caught up to the kick from Rodriguez.
But finishing those runs with actual goals.
You need a team effort in attack, because it's so important in attack to be able to change the angle, because otherwise the goalkeeper can read that shot and it is very difficult to score. But if you can change the angle and get a quick shot, that's when you score goals. And the Cardinals have been able to do that here.
Takes that team coordination close to the goal, which Chanute has not quite had tonight.
No.
Cards, of course, have done a phenomenal job of it.
Harding, again, able to keep control of it despite the strong defensive efforts against him. Crossed in. Rodriguez gathers. 4 minutes left. 4 goals for the Cardinals. Rodriguez, he saw something he liked last time, sends this one long once again, but this time no trouble for Cameron Daniels. Great move. Continuing down the sideline. Runs through a defender. Ends up becoming a Chanute throw. Back for Rodriguez, pressured by Hayes. Rodriguez stays cool. Strong tackle from Campbell. Wins a Cardinals throw. Could they add a 5th? They definitely have
Certainly.
the run of play.
And we know they're capable of it.
Hayes wants to send it across, denied.
Pretty solid job by Chanute this time around, though. Doing a little bit better of making the Cards work a bit harder to set it up.
Ended up bouncing around the top of the box, taking a tough shot on there was Caden Dunback, who earlier in the game pulled one wide. Brzozowski's going to take this throw. Dunback. Hayes brings it down. Sends it in low. And cleared, but not perfectly cleared as it goes behind for a corner. Another for the Cards. They have not had phenomenal deliveries into the box yet on these corner kicks. They take this one short to Hayes. Erpelding wants to shoot. Oh, wow, that one had some bend on it.
Had a little bit of space as well. Not a big gap, but he had a gap to shoot through, and that little bit of bend
and ended up
kept
pulling it away
too far to
from
the
that
left.
near post.
Yep. Valiant effort, though.
100 ticks left here before the halftime break. Chanute might look to just get to the break with the score where it is. Cardinals pushing on here, and that one shepherded out expertly. It's been a very strong performance. That first goal set the Cardinals on a path where they have just kept creating chances. They really could have more were it not for some very good saves from Rodriguez. Dunback with some green to operate. Plays this one in for Diddy. Still in the area, Hayes. They'll split the uprights again, but a whistle blows. We've got a penalty kick.
Rodriguez, he'll get back up to his feet once again.
He was down, though, for a moment. And is this a penalty kick, or is it a free kick coming out? I believe I saw the referee point to the spot. Yes.
Looked like a penalty
This is
kick.
going to be a penalty kick. You imagine Hayes would take it, though. Cards have been free scoring, so they could hand this one around to someone else that might be looking for their first goal on the year.
Right.
But no, Hayes, the set piece expert here for the Cards.
They have afforded themselves the freedom to try to spread the love around a little bit, though.
But Hayes wants that 10th goal on the year. Would put him at 20 goal contributions on the season. Will he do it? Hayes does in style. Crushes that one. Rodriguez never had a chance. It will be 5 for the Cards before we go to the halftime break.
There's the full-on light show. Every score. Eudora District Stadium getting a little bit darker, This time the sun is just about all the way down. We get the full effect of the light show.
The phenomenal season for Hayes and a special season for the Cardinals rolls on. Handball called on that one. Chanute pushing forward here. This one did find the head of an attacker, but they couldn't maintain it. It'll be put out for a throw-in. 25 seconds left for Chanute to move here. They want to move quickly. Throw-in. Tried to send in a cross, and it ends up being called a Cardinals throw. Nope, they overturned that call. And Moffitt will get it away.
6, 5.
Hayes sends it even further.
3,
Harding, can
2,
he shoot here?
1.
He does send it towards the goal, but not with any conviction behind it. 5-0 is our halftime score. The Cardinals have been running away with this first half. They got that early goal in the 10th minute and then tagged it on in the 15th, the 20th, and then in the final 7 minutes added a couple more, including a penalty kick from Hayes. 5-0 for the Cards. When we're back, it's the halftime show.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Welcome in here to the halftime show brought to you by Jean's Heartland Foods. Shop local and support local at Jean's Heartland Foods. Visit their website, eudora.heartlandfoods.com, to sign up for exclusive offers and rewards today. And an exciting first half for the Cardinals. Pretty much everything went right. Steinlage never really tested. There were a couple shots. I think you could technically have him down with 2 saves if you want. There were maybe 3 total attacking chances for the Blue Comets, but the Cardinals were just relentless, attacking over and over, shooting from all over the place and tagging on goal after goal, including they scored their first in the 10th minute, and they scored all the way in the final minute of that first half, the 45th, from Braden Hayes from the penalty spot. It is Hayes with 2, Morford, Harding, and Whalen on the score sheet. Assists going to Vergiati, Hayes, Moffitt, and Harding. A dominant first half. Hayden, we saw some good signs for Chanute early, but then the Cards got that 1 goal a little bit out of nowhere and then just ran with it. At this point, it's gotten to the point where this game's over, and we've got an entire second half left, which is
right.
a good feeling for the Cardinals, going to be a bad feeling for Chanute. You hope that doesn't result in anything boiling over, which sometimes it can if it gets a little bit dangerous as one team starts to feel like they're completely out of it. But I haven't seen a lot of those signs from Chanute. They continue to push forward. Of course, they will now be trailing by 5, which we didn't really see them playing much while trailing by 5. But there's also a chance for Coach Adam Wilcox to make some adjustments. So I know I'm much more the soccer person than you, but you want to give your thoughts on that first half and what the halftime adjustments might be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the main tune for the Cards, of course, is going to be maintenance, right? Just don't blow anything. Don't do anything silly at this point. And we were saying it 15 minutes into the game where it felt like you've given yourself an opportunity to where this game may be essentially over already. Just hold on, right? You don't need to get too aggressive. You don't want to get too conservative. But they've put themselves in a really good spot. You just hope nothing boils over, like you said, in the second half. But for Chanute, my main tune would be just play a little bit cleaner in between during those run of plays. And mainly when you're setting yourself up for goals, we saw it what felt like quite a bit where Chanute would have 1 or 2 players running all the way down towards the goal, but nobody else there to help set up. And like you said, when you're not able to change those angles on the fly, it's much, much easier for the goalkeeper to put himself in one spot, in this case Steinlage. He never really felt stressed in that entire first half. It felt like he was in complete control the entire time. So that'd be my main talking point for Chanute is try as hard as you can to set yourself up a little bit better for those scoring opportunities, because when they come, especially down 5-0, you can't afford to miss any.
Yeah, and you would hope to see, in a game like this, you're as a defender, whatever, you're going to be getting tired out. As it goes on, you look at the scoreboard, that'll add to your discouragement. But you would want to see when you find your teammate is going on an attack that you think, all right, this is the moment, and you go and you put everything that you've got left, you empty the tank to sprint downfield and be an attacking option. And, I say that, but you look at the Chanute roster, it only takes up half of a piece of paper. They do not have many substitutes. They're not like this Cardinals roster that has a plethora of players they can go to that are all high caliber players, high quality players. And so there's going to be some of that of like, yeah, sure, I want to sprint downfield, but also, I don't trust old Bobby to sub in for me. Things aren't going to go well, and I'm probably not going to score anyway. But it's that kind of mentality that loses you games. You want to be able to push forward, and that's a matter of trusting yourself, trusting your teammates, trusting your coaches to see when you need to take a break and to pull you out of the game, and to give everything you've got while you are out on the field, which is what they would want from their players, of course. And so I hope for a little bit more from Chanute. Of course, we're here for the Cardinals, but I'm a fan of soccer, a fan of a good game.
Yep.
And they don't need to they don't need to score a goal. I don't need to see Steinlage's clean sheet go away, but I want to see signs of life. I want to see chances made, opportunities come, and players with belief. And there has been a bit of that from Chanute the whole time. There's not been enough for it to turn into anything substantial, and I hope that Coach Wilcox can maybe instill them with something that encourages them to push on and at least have a better second half. Let's not go down 10-0. And then from the Cardinals side, very little needs to change. Everything has been going well. You can compliment the players on how well they've been pushing forward. They've been so technical. I said that word during the first half because it's right. They've made some very difficult passes that you will see the professionals mess up on regularly, and they have been pushing through great balls with really like the right amount of strength, power, accuracy. It's been a very, very impressive performance, and it's from everybody. You can call out Hayes, but it's been Vergiati, it's been Morford, it's been Whalen, it's been Harding. There have been everybody getting involved up top. Moffitt. It's been a very good performance from the Cards. And in defense, there have been the occasional moment where they need to track back, but they've gotten the job done. And so you could think maybe we should drop a little bit more because we've looked a tad vulnerable, but no. They've been getting the job done. Don't need to change anything. You can trust in players like Daniels to track back, make the tackle, get the ball clear. It's been a very, very solid performance, and the Cardinals are going to hope that keeps rolling on here in the second half, which we are only moments away from. We will go to one last break here on the halftime show. When we're back, it should be second half action.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
All right, second half action here on Eudora Sports Live. Hayden Harves and Reed McAvoy with you on the call. Cardinals start with the ball here, trying to create an early chance, something that Chanute also did when they had the first half kickoff. But just like Chanute's first attempt, nothing comes of it. Looks like the Chanute team may have shifted into a 4-4-2, which would mean they would have transitioned one attacker into a midfielder, at least formationally. Could just give them a little more freedom in the middle of the park. We've seen them really struggle to turn the possession into attacks, and maybe if they just have an extra option to ping it around in the middle of the field, that could open up angles to try and send players downfield. But the Cardinals seem to be making no adjustments in either personnel or formation, and why would they? Rodriguez. Dribbling down the far side. Coming in here, it's Vergiati, and he shoots and scores! Another early goal for the Cardinals, as they're going to make it 6 here. And indeed, it is Alberto Vergiati grabbing his first of the day. That gives him a goal and an assist, and puts him to 5 goals on the year. How about that, coming right out the gate, scoring very quickly.
I mean, you want to talk about keeping momentum, right? Not letting the Chanute team kind of shut down, stifle the end of that first half. No, they come right out swinging in the second half, keep the tone very similar to how it was in those previous 40.
Here's another chance already. Whalen gets tackled, but it comes back to him. Still Whalen. Erpelding couldn't get to it. What a goal from Vergiati. Such a powerful finish. Absolutely crushed that one past Rodriguez. Erpelding wanted to shoot. Denied, but it'll win a Cardinals corner. Cardinals continuing to fly here.
Oh, I love that.
Hayes wants to take the corner. Previous 2 corners have been taken short, and Erpelding is there, and this one will be played short. Hayes sends it in. Head height. Finds a teammate. Played back into the area rather than redirected at goal, which can be great for catching defenders off guard, but it's not great when you also catch your teammates off guard. Cleared as far as Hayes, who couldn't control it. Erpelding takes it back. Hayes shoots. And wow, shot turned cross. Music got ahead to it. Couldn't keep it down though, as Rodriguez was closing the angle down. Still absolutely relentless, this Cardinals offense. They continue to push forward, create chances, and they're even having fun while they're doing it, which is a great sign. Whalen wins a free kick, so his team will push downfield as Hayes prepares to send one into the box. Hayes high towards the left side, no one there.
And Reed, we talked about it, of course, in that halftime show, but oh, all good. I was going to talk to you. I didn't want to cut you off. No, we were talking about it in the halftime show, and when it comes to Chanute's game plan of wanting to come out here in the second half and change up the tone just a little bit, it's hard as it is when you come out in a big deficit to keep the energy and keep that fire going. How much does this deflate it when the Cardinals come out and look this good early on in the second half?
Yeah, I think this Cardinals team, they just have no mercy, it would seem. They have no plans to back down and slow the game down, which sometimes when you take a decent lead, you'll just start passing it around the back, maintaining possession, making sure the other team don't get the ball. that has not been the Cardinals' strategy, and that's because they've had no reason to. Chanute can't hold on to it. Here's a shooting chance. Wow, not a bad volley shot there by Mason Harding. Just couldn't keep it down. But, yeah, I think that the Cardinals they have no quit, and it's because Chanute have shown no reason to fear them, really.
There's no we need to respect this team going on.
Right, which is unfortunate for the visitors, of course, but the Cardinals have seen that and taken it as an opportunity to just push and push and push, and there's been almost no resistance from the Comets. Here's a chance, though, to try and find some space for Uner. Still trying to maintain the ball. Instead, Chaney. Lawrence Chaney goes down, and he'll win a free kick. So Chanute a chance to push forward. Another goal for the Cardinals. It's Mason Harding. Once again. So a 7th for the Cards.
7.
He has doubled his tally.
On the season tonight?
Yeah, he's gone from 2 to 4.
Wow. Flag being trotted across the grandstands once again.
So the Cards are in pursuit of tying their best performance, an 8-goal game.
I don't know about you, but it's looking like it could get significantly better than an 8-0 game.
Chanute still showing a lot of problems staying in front of the Cardinals attackers. That one was unassisted by Harding, so he was able to just take it and run past everyone. Rodriguez didn't do well enough with this one to gather. So Music, as Rodriguez runs back towards his goal. Music, I think, tried to shoot there, trying to catch Rodriguez, still getting his bearings straight.
The match tonight is Eudora. A.B. Come on over, Eudora. Get your bunt cake. Thank you, Eudora.
And I was about to mention before that previous goal, one thing, and it's an old sports adage that goes mainly back to the football world from a coaching side, but they'll say when you get a lead, you don't want to be so afraid to lose the game that you take away an opportunity to go win it. And I don't know if I'd say we were worried about that, but that is certainly a concern with a big lead, is you don't want to get too conservative and too worried about letting your opponent have a shot that you completely lose the aggression and focus to try to go score points. And thankfully for this Cards team, there has been none of that so far. They're showing all the same aggression and tenacity that they were showing in the first half. And it's paid off, resulted in 2 more goals so far in this second half.
Yeah, I don't think that the Cardinals have to worry too much about losing this one. Erpelding wants to shoot. Rodriguez didn't gather, and for some reason waited until Music put pressure on him. And now sends this one long. This has been seemingly the best opportunities for the Chanute offense. It's interesting, Nate Steinlage registered an assist last match for the Cards. 2 matches ago.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool.
So not impossible to lead from the back, which has been something Rodriguez has been trying to do since he had a goal kick go pretty far early in the match, and he saw something that he has liked and has tried multiple times. It could be a shooting chance for Chanute if they can find some space. But find some space, they cannot. Steinlage picks that one up, maintaining his clean sheet, and absolutely boots this one. Holy cow. That's how you get an assist.
Yeah, that was what?
Come to Music.
65-yard kick, I believe.
Yeah, Steinlage also the punter for the football team and got to essentially use those same skills there.
Kicker as well.
Here's going to be a chance for Chanute. They've got numbers. And it's going to get through. Steinlage makes the save off of Uner. That is the first real chance we have seen
Right.
for Chanute, and it was a team-created opportunity, got through
It's a
to
good
the
one.
senior Uner. Steinlage, for the first time, really had some work to do and rose to the task. Here now, Jason Diddy sends in a low ball towards Rivera. Still in right now and finally rolls out for a Cardinal throw. Thrown in by Pratt, who checked into the game, got past us. Henry Pratt has an assist on the season. So some signs of life for Chanute. Got all the way past the Cardinals D, which they seem to be a bit out of sorts there for a couple possessions in a row. Seem to have figured it out though. Dunback, that cross nearly going into the goal, turning into a shot. Rodriguez was not comfortable with that one.
If he could have placed it just a hair better, he would have had it in that zone where Rodriguez simply couldn't have done anything about it. Alas, just a little bit off.
Yeah, I don't even know that he was shooting, but whatever he did with that, it nearly worked. That's the whole concept of, say, sending it into a dangerous area. Just putting it in right in front of the goal where if anybody gets a bad touch, a bad deflection, you don't care if it's an own goal or however it goes in. You just want to put goals up on the scoreboard.
The equation doesn't matter as long as the answer is correct, is what you're saying?
All right. This one, there won't be anybody there for that one except for Steinlage, who plays a great ball to Dunback. Past one man. Sends this one through for Diddy, who is caught just offside. So it seems that maybe Chanute have opted to push further forward. They seem to be committed to that offside trap, which has not worked for them today, except for for maybe 2 or 3 occasions.
Certainly giving it a go, however.
Yeah, but generally the Cardinals have torn them apart with balls just like this, and just as I am criticizing their offside trap, they trap Ethan Music. Trap music. But it generally has not worked out for them, as the scoreboard will reflect. But they are committed to their offside trap rather than going for the opposite, which would be to drop further down the field. And that's also going to be a part of the score of this game. The concept of sitting further back in your own area just seems pointless, redundant when the game is this far gone. It's gotten to the point where they would like to just score a goal, and so putting more players back won't necessarily accomplish that task. Here's Henry Pratt. Has an assist on the year. He'll look for another towards Rivera, who, wow, did really well to navigate that into a shot on target, but never really was going to test Rodriguez, though it could have caught him off guard, because it certainly caught me off guard that he was able to get through the defender's feet.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that ball hit him on his right side going laterally, and he did such a good job to essentially keep the path of the ball directly on target.
A very difficult task that he pulled off there. Great turn from Uner, who's been the main attacker for the Blue Comets. Rivera with a turn. Looking for Dunback. It's a great ball. Dunback has support. Slows it down a little bit. Tries to cut in. He might want to shoot. No, he lays it off. And the shot from Gabe Campbell. It was dipping, but did not dip enough.
Side note, a little bit off at this point, but trap music might be one of the funniest on-the-fly things I've heard from you in the booth this entire season.
Here's a shot from long range. Didn't connect with that one how he wanted to. We wanted to say hi to Bev and Steve watching from Adelaide in Australia. Thank you for tuning in here to Eudora Sports Live. We've got supporters all around the globe.
Can we say we're global now?
Yeah, we've got an Italian and Australian in our team. Absolutely. Great move there by Erpelding. Here is Moffitt, the dual citizen of America and Australia. Jose Rivera, great ball. Shooting chance and a goal. A great goal there by the Cardinals. Worked really, really well. It is 8 for the Cards. It is Ethan Music.
Music wasn't trapped this time.
Music finishes that one, and it looks like that's going to be the game. 8-0 will be our final score. Cardinals putting this one to bed by way of the mercy rule. Music with a powerful finish. Jose Rivera with a beautiful assist, and the Cardinals will come away with a mercy rule victory. They will go to 11-4 back in the win column, and just goals galore all over the place. Cardinals getting on the score sheet. A very fun day for this team. Their offense they were on all day long. They knew what they were doing. They were having fun while they were doing it.
Right.
Free flowing, free scoring.
Never looked difficult.
Add on a clean sheet for Nate Steinlage. What a day. And he ended up deserving it, as he had to make a big save in that second half, and he rose to the task. So slot him down for his 6th clean sheet. A beautiful all-around performance for the Cards, and we will break it down more when we're back on the post-game show. Keep it here on Eudora Sports Live.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Eudora Parks and Recreation is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. Their goal is to provide recreational opportunities for the community of Eudora that will enhance and promote a healthy lifestyle for all ages. The Eudora Parks and Recreation Department gives Eudora residents and others from surrounding communities the opportunity for family-oriented activities. Visit their website at eudoraparksandrec.org to view their youth and adult programs, leagues, memberships, facilities, activity guides, and more, and follow them on all social media at Eudora Parks and Rec.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Welcome in to the post-game show, brought to you by Eudora Animal Hospital, serving pets in Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975, and proud supporters of Eudora Cardinal Athletics. Eudora Animal Hospital. And what a fun game here for the Cards as they end up getting 8 on their opponent. Mercy ruled their opponent. We'll go through the scores here in order. Hayes in the 10th minute, assisted by Vergiati. Morford in the 15th, assisted by Hayes. Harding assisted by Moffitt in the 20th. Whalen assisted by Harding in the 32nd, and then Hayes with the penalty kick right before halftime. And then just out of the break, Vergiati getting one, Harding getting his second, and then Music assisted by Rivera to put the game to bed. And that was only 15 minutes in to the second half that the Cardinals were done here today. They wanted to go home, and they accomplished that task. They had a very good game here. We talked about how well-rounded the performance was. They had strong defensive players, the main one being Cameron Daniels, making plays all over the place, and just everybody that was involved in the attack had a good day. There is not a single name that you could slight or say that did not have a good day for the Cardinals attack. Everybody was taking shots, having creative ideas, making runs, making great passes, pulling off high technical moves. It was just it was a fun game, even though, of course, lopsided ones, they can feel a little boring at times. The Cardinals were keeping us entertained with some very good offense, and it was it was a good day. Good day for the Cards. They get back in the win column after dropping 2 straight. They go to 11-4, and now Chanute have dropped 2 straight, haven't won in their last 3. They fall to 7-7-1. Cards up to 11-4. Their next game for the Cards is against Ottawa. That's in only a couple days, and then they will find out who their district opponent will be. And meanwhile, for Eudora Sports Live, we will be back on Friday in Paola as the Cardinals football team will wrap up their final regular season game, as they will take on the 1-6 Paola Panthers and look to try and get to 4-4, matching last year's record as they head into the postseason. But yeah, a fun day here. Hayden, you want to give your thoughts on the whole performance?
I think my real thoughts would be, as you said, this was a full team performance from the Eudora Cardinals. Everybody played their part. Everyone played well. You said it probably the best I could possibly put it, which is that you could not slight anybody on this team. There is nobody who you could say didn't give adequate effort or didn't perform well or executed poorly. Everything was working. Everything was cohesive. And maybe the best night you could possibly ask for this Cards team to round out your regular season and a good way to go into those regional matches here in the upcoming week. But outside of that, phenomenal day. Phenomenal night here weather-wise. Good night for us to hang out and watch some soccer. Appreciate the Cards team keeping it fun and entertaining for us. But that's all I got. Yeah. Phenomenal night.
We'll have a tough task picking a player of the game because there are multiple braces, which a brace is the word for scoring 2 goals in a game, just short of a hat trick. Those braces going to Hayes and Harding, both getting a couple. And so they would be your leading candidates, though. 6 different goal scorers, a clean sheet and goal. I mean, you could give it to the entire team, but we won't take that cop out. When we're back, we will choose the player of the match that will be brought to you by Barbed Wire Barbecue. But yeah, any more thoughts on the game that we just saw here today? Maybe take a Chanute angle, as they've got 1 game left here this season.
Right. Looking at 1 game left, I believe you said 2 straight losses, now 3 straight non-wins. I believe we had a tie and then 2 losses. Going in, if you have 1 more game going into it, looking for positives, right? You're at the point where now let's show up, let's execute, let's play well, let's do what we were practicing throughout the week, and just give ourselves some positives going into the next season. Because again, this is not a bad team that we watched today. Obviously,
especially Uner, I was liking a lot of things he was doing in attack.
Of course, it was not a good night, of course, but this team sitting at 500 now, I believe, if you take away that tie. This is a solid team that has played very well across the board throughout the year. They've had a couple of clean sheets of their own. So really going into next week, I'd say wipe the slate clean from tonight, practice well, go into the game feeling good, and execute. Put up the kind of game you know you can work towards throughout the week.
And it's never a bad thing to play a great opponent before you've got other great opponents coming up, just so you know what that energy level looks like, you know where you need to be. Even though this might be somewhat discouraging on the way it played out for them, they now have seen what that energy level needs to look like. And
it's
so this could, experience. Yeah, right. This could be a very positive thing, pushing them into the postseason run. So yes, when we're back, we will give you the Barbed Wire Barbecue Smoking player of the game, and then we will sign off here tonight. So keep it here on Eudora Sports Live.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
All right, back for the final time here on the post-game show. We've had some different discussions here for who we want to give the barbed wire barbecue, who's smoking player of the game to. First, we got to do the housekeeping though. Get to do the live read, so you can enjoy the best barbecue in Douglas County at Barbed Wire Barbecue. For menu options, carry out, online orders, and more, visit their website BARBWire.com. And we want to give some honorable mentions first because this was such a great team performance. Just going down the list, you look at Mason Harding, 2 goals and an assist to his name. Ethan Music got the final one and was all over the place once that second half was going. Jose Rivera got the final assist, and I really liked his involvement in the middle of the park. He was able to transition the team when they grabbed possession and turned it into attack. He was there all the time, and he was strong, making tackles, highly involved. Really liked the performance from Rivera. Vergiati, of course, getting a goal and an assist, and that goal was emphatic. Steinlage grabbing the clean sheet, which he did end up earning that clean sheet, we said, making one big save. Reidinger, Whalen got a goal, was highly involved. Diddy was getting in all over the place, didn't end up registering a goal or assist, but was a key part of the offense, getting in behind the defense on many occasions. Beckham Erpelding had some great shots. Trying to list everybody here because every name deserves to be said here. Austin Moffitt had a good day. Henry Pratt got in at the end. Cameron Daniels was great in defense. Just everybody that touched the field for the Cardinals had a special day, but it has to go to the senior, the captain, Braden Hayes, also getting 2 goals and an assist, just like Mason Harding, those 2 seniors putting up that same stat line, but Hayes was playing with a lot of freedom, had a lot of fun today. We complimented him enough during the match, but he had a special day, and so he will be that Who's Smoking player of the game. And we want to thank you one final time so much for tuning in here to Eudora Sports Live. For Hayden Harves and Reed McAvoy, go Cardinals, and good night.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
What would happen if if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors, what would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.